So yeah, let's start this World Space Week event. Okay. So firstly, okay, let me introduce you to the Resolute Lab India. Okay. Uh, we are like a new age startup. Okay. We are just like 7 8 months old. Okay. And we are working in these two sectors, like two parts. First is the spreading the awareness in the space education, like through our training programs, through our courses, and through this Space Week event. Okay. Like this, we spread awareness to the students. Okay, and to all the engineering community. Okay, and we have a aim of like reaching to 1000 individual through our Akash Ganga program. Our Akash Ganga program is like we want to reach to 1000 student in 1 year. Okay, and it is inspired from our father of space program, Indian space program. Who is the father of Indian space program, guys?
Vikram Sarabhai.
Yeah, Professor Vikram Sarabhai. So
Shri
yeah,
Vikram Sala.
he is our inspiration to launch this Akash Ganga program. Okay, and second part of Resolute Lab is working onto the microgravity payloads. Okay, we are working on a payload which is G1 1.0, and it will be launched in the later of 2024 or by the early of 2025. Okay, so we are working on a microgravity payload as well. Okay, and we have a expertise in the payload design. Okay, so this is about the Resolute Lab India. Okay, further, today is 4th October, but I want you guys to recall this particular date, 4th October 1957. Can anyone recall what happened on this particular day, 4th October 1957, specifically?
Sputnik 1.
Sputnik 1 launch. Great, great answer. Okay, I was going to give the hint like 4th October 1957, Russia, but yeah. So all of you know, all of you agreed with the point who gave the answer? Sputnik 1 launch?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what was Sputnik 1 before proceeding? Can anyone tell me what is Sputnik 1?
The first artificial satellite.
First artificial satellite. Okay. Others? What is Sputnik 1?
First artificial satellite, same as that.
Okay, okay. Okay, got it. So yeah, before getting into the first artificial satellite, this is a quote on your screen, okay? So this is by a great personality, okay? So this particular quote, like it is an inspiration for everyone who is working into the space domain or satellite engineering domain, okay, basically. So can anyone read this quote for me? Just raise your hand. I will pick one guy. Can anyone read this quote for me? Yeah, Aditya Nair, you can go.
Man must rise above the earth to the top of the atmosphere and beyond, for only thus will he fully understand the world in which he lives.
Okay. So yeah, as per the quote, if you are getting and understanding this quote, that man must rise above the earth atmosphere. Okay, we should go above the earth atmosphere to explore our own mother earth as well as our universe. Okay, so we should go beyond earth. Okay, we should go above earth. Okay, to explore the universe. And how we can do this? Through the space technology, by making rockets, by making satellites, by making payloads, scientific payloads. Okay, so yeah, so this is your Sputnik 1. Okay, you can see this is a Russian scientist, okay, Russian engineer who is holding this Sputnik 1 satellite. Okay, this is a Sputnik 1 satellite. Okay, and this is the reason why we celebrate this World Space Week event. Okay, because from this 4th October, we have an inspiration to work in this space technology domain. Okay, we can inspire the upcoming future, upcoming generation. Okay, so this is the day, and this is the reason why we celebrate the World Space event. Okay, and to classify, okay, I'm just giving you the brief overview because this is not about the today's session, but yeah, you should know about this Sputnik 1 satellite. Okay, so this is the anatomy of your Sputnik 1 satellite. Okay, that like we have your heat shield. Okay, like this is your heat shield. Okay, if you look at this particular thing. Okay, so this is your heat shield. We have silver zinc batteries. Okay, at that time we don't have a concept of lithium ion batteries. Okay, so we have silver zinc batteries. We have a radio transmitter. We have a like a remote control. Okay, we have antennas. For which purpose we use antennas? Can anyone tell me what is the application of antennas?
Communication,
Communication.
data transfer,
Yeah. So yeah,
wireless data transfer.
exactly, exactly. Right. So we use antennas for this purpose. Okay, so this was the first satellite which was orbited into our earth orbit. Okay, it was orbited in our earth orbit. Okay, so it was the first satellite, and it is the reason why we celebrate the World Space Week event. Okay, you should know about the Sputnik 1 satellite. Okay, so after this, we have a space race launched, and many countries. Okay, the many countries participated in this race, like USA. Okay, then in India we came. Okay, India also started making the satellites. Okay, the first launch was there by our Vikram Sarabhai sir. Okay, further now we have a greatest space program in the world. Okay, recently we have launched the Chandrayaan 3 mission. Okay, we have launched the Aditya L1 mission. Okay, so we are going really good. Okay, so this is your chance. This is your chance, and this should be your responsibility, guys. That you should take it as a responsibility, as a burden to make the new age of the Indian space. Okay, you should be able to participate in the space race of the world. Okay, okay. So this is regarding the Sputnik one. Okay, so can anyone tell me the theme of the World Space Week event this year? What is the theme?
Space and entrepreneurship.
Space and entrepreneurship. Okay. So by space, everyone understood, but through entrepreneurship, how many of you are into the entrepreneurship? Just raise your hand. Okay, Priyanshu was there. Dr. Ram. Okay. So, sir, can you unmute yourself, Dr. Ram, and like others? Can you tell me what you are exactly doing? Firstly, Dr. Ram.
Yeah, hi. Audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm an outlier this entire year ago. So I'm a medical doctor and a biochemist, currently practicing as a doctor in Hyderabad. So recently we started Sahasra Aerospace, which is a small startup company.
Mm-hmm.
We mainly focus on space medicine research in the research on the microgravity. So currently, we are at the stage of gathering data and identifying the likelihood in the literature and identifying the potential investors of things about this for
Okay,
our
great.
further biotech space payloads. That's it.
Okay, great. Yeah, great, great. This is great. Okay. And others, who was the Priyanshu? Priyanshu was there, no? Okay. Acha, what do you guys understand by the term entrepreneurship? Okay. Like, do you want to become a spacepreneur? Do you want to contribute to your country? How many of you want to contribute to your country? Like, becoming a spacepreneur and working as a space entrepreneur? How many of you? Just raise your hand. Only one, Kushal. Okay, great, great. Okay. So, what do you understand by this term entrepreneurship, and how and why you want to contribute? Can anyone tell me one by one? Any one of you. Just unmute yourself. Okay. Yeah,
Like
anyone?
working on an like if you have an idea, where if a person has an idea and if he works on the idea, like there is a current market, and with the new idea, it means new product or service, like working on new product or service, like making a whole company out of it, or you can say startup out of it, etc.
Okay, okay, great. Others, Harish, I suppose you raise Priyanshu. Yeah, Priyanshu, go ahead.
Uh, Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
So, basically, through entrepreneurship, I would like to address this point that currently uh, we, me and my friends have opened a space club,
Okay.
space club, basically dedicated to purely research work, and in that also in missiles and rocket and guidance system.
Okay.
You all can check it out. We have the name of the club is Equinox Club. All right,
Yeah.
and we the different thing which we are doing is that if you see in university clubs, most of the time clubs just do events and events, and that's it. Just seminars, workshops, or webinars,
Hmm.
or a student lecture. The
Yeah.
different thing which we are doing is that we are providing a membership thing. It's a totally free of cost, but
Hmm.
in that what we do that some of the members propose a project, and then other people who want to join that project, they can directly join the project. The thing which we face currently is that some people has the ideas, but they don't have the people with the right skills. Some people have the right skills, but they don't have the ideas, right? So we connect those type of peoples with other type of peoples, and that makes this thing more amazing. And it makes the project person also, the person who proposes the project, to execute things, because the people which we to whom we gave the membership, they are all highly skilled members, so they don't have to go here and there to find people to work in their projects. And today also, like we held a competition named
Yeah.
Hydra Rocket.
Okay, great.
If you all know, that is a water-based rocket.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
Great. Yeah.
soon in the Space Week, this was a Space Week first event, and second event we are having rocket, that is basically a sugar candy rocket event.
Okay.
You all can search it out. That's a also a good event. So yeah, that's what I mean by entrepreneurship.
Great. Yeah. Great, Pranshu, and all the best for the future events. Okay. And you are doing really a great work. Okay. So yeah, so this is what space entrepreneurship means here. So come to like to give back to the community. Okay, like what you have learned, you should give back to the community. Okay, so like I know Ayathan Iyer is sitting over here. He was the part of our internship program. Okay, he has a YouTube channel. Okay, he give like he convey his knowledge through his YouTube channel. Okay, I think if you want, you can put the link in the chat section. Okay, so this is how the students are giving back to the community. Okay, and this should be your nature to give back to the community. Yeah, our mission, you can speak.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
It's Jyoth from Our Mission Universe.
Hmm.
We are also in this field from last 2 years. I'm a college dropout. So we are actually what we are doing is making aware people about this field and amazing fields which are coming from this. Like we have astrobiology, which most of the people are unaware of. So we had launched a
Okay.
separate channel, a separate medium, so that people could be aware of this newly emerging field. Yesterday only we had launched our website. We are making people aware that how they can enter this market and at what player, at what medium, at what stage they can contribute to the field.
Okay, great. Yeah, great. Astrobiology is really a fascinating field. Okay, and really a less amount of people are working in this astrobiology domain. Okay, so yeah, great work. Yeah. Okay. So others, this is we have our man, okay, who is going to be with you. Okay, so he's Ayushman. Okay, so Ayushman has founded a club. Okay, his name is Enthalpy. Okay, and these guys are doing really good. Okay, these guys are doing really good. They are working onto the propulsion systems, payload systems. Okay, avionics systems. Okay, so these guys are doing really wonderful job. Okay, so today you are going to learn how to make a team, how to build your space club from the scratch. Okay, so this is your Ayushman. Okay, let me give you the others lectures which are going to be in the series. Okay, further we will be having the introduction to space laws. Okay, because if you are building something like the person said, no, astrobiology. Okay, in astrobiology you should be very careful regarding the space laws. Okay, so we will be studying about the space laws as well. Okay, and Dinesh sir is the ex ISRO scientist. Okay, he was the director at Shri Space Satish Dhawan space station. Okay, and he also worked with the Skyroot Aerospace during the launch of Vikram as well. Okay, so he holds really a good amount of expertise in this particular domain, space laws, and he is a good mentor to the Resolute Lab team. Okay, so yeah, he will be also be giving you an introduction to the space laws. Okay, like how you should have an insurance for your launch vehicle. Okay, no one has listened about this term, like there's an insurance for a launch vehicle as well. Okay, how the launch authorization has been done, what is the process for this. Okay, so how to register your startup. Okay, so you will be getting to know everything in this particular session. Further, we will be having Shiv Shankar Palit. Okay, he is the founder of Life 2 and Beyond. Okay, many of you know him. Okay, he is a really a good science communicator in the field of astrobiology, and these guys are also doing good. Okay, so he will be giving you a brief introduction about astrobiology, how does astrobiology works. Okay, and yeah, believe me, trust me, the future of India is in the astrobiology. Okay, we will be making really good payloads in the upcoming times in the field of astrobiology. Okay, so trust me, try to attend this lecture. Okay, so if you are from engineering background, just try to attend this lecture and understand how astrobiology is giving the new discoveries to the world. Okay, further, we will be having Alok sir. Alok sir is the Joint Secretary of Aryabhat Foundation. Okay, so he will be introducing us to the Indian astronomy. Okay, we are aware of the planetary systems and all, but he will be giving us the basic outline of the Navagrah system. Navagrah system means it Navagrah systems. Okay, 9 planets. Now we have 9 planets. In Sanskrit, we say Navagrah. Okay, Grah means planet. Okay, no, Nava means 9. Okay, so he will be giving us that concept. Okay, that how that particular concept was discovered before that your Galileo. Okay, so he will be giving us that particular concept, that how it was done. Okay, and he will be giving some more insights about the Indian astronomy as well. Okay, further we have our Priya Bhattadasa. Okay, he is the assistant professor at Parul University, and he is the founder of ARIS. Okay, and he will be giving us how geoscience, okay, how geoscience will be helping us to find out the like the life component on planet Mars, or you will be getting an idea, a brief outline, that how you can use the geoscience tools to find the life. Okay, to find the life that we know that phosphorus is a very important substance to find the life, but he will be giving you in the brief that how that particular elements are essential for finding the life. Okay, so he will be giving you a roadmap and the outline that how geoscience will be helping you to find the life on the planet Mars. Okay, further, we will be having a rocket propulsion session by the Sayyid Abu Zaid. Okay, he is working as a test engineer at Art Park ISC Bangalore. Okay, before that he was in the bot labs. Okay, so yeah, he will be sharing his experience in the propulsion department. Okay, then we have our sir, Alan Glowen sir. Okay, I suppose many of you know him. Okay, so he will be giving us the lecture on space environment for the interplanetary mission. Okay, so if you see at the series of lecture, okay, we have from the building your spacecrafts to knowing the space laws, to knowing the astrobiology, to knowing the Indian astronomy, to knowing the geoscience, to knowing the propulsion, and to make the interplanetary missions at the end. Okay, so we will be learning from the zero to the infinity. Okay, like this is the race. Okay, you can explore till the infinity. Okay, so we will be giving you the foundation to start your journey in the space exploration. Okay, and this will be a really fascinating session. Okay, like a series of session, and I want you guys to attend this honestly. Okay, like be regular. Okay, attend this. Now over to you, Ayushman, you can start the session. Okay.
Thank you, Resolute Lab. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, you audible.
Hello.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
audible.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for any kind of disturbance that is occurring right now, because I am in my college campus right now, and there was a major power failure here, due to which the Wi-Fi is cut off. So I'm managing with my phone Wi-Fi. But yeah, let's talk session. And Arjit bhai, I have sent you a
Yeah,
link if
just
you can
presenting it. Just
share
presenting.
it also. That will be pretty cool because I can't share it. Yeah, I know the voice is cracking. I'm really sorry. Is my voice audible properly now?
Yeah, yeah, it's audible.
I
Yes.
suppose it is the
It's
uh,
audible.
yeah, the uh, yeah, yeah. I'm really sorry for this thing that is occurring right now. So yeah, without much further delay, I'll just introduce myself. Ayushman Dash. I am a student like you, majority of you here. I am a student in VIT Chennai. It's a engineering college in Chennai, and I am currently pursuing my fourth year in BTech, Electronics and Computer Engineering. So coming to uh, what I do here, uh, I am the team captain of Enthalpy. Enthalpy, yeah, just a second. I guess just okay. I can't I can't even see that because I have issues in the network. But yeah, Enthalpy is a team that was created with the vision of you know um, taking the field of rocketry to everyone. What do I mean with that? How many of you understand when I say what rocketry means? Just raise your hands. I mean, the hand raising option that is there. Yeah. Can anyone of you just explain me what is a rocket or what does rocketry mean?
May I?
Yeah, sure. Just unmute and speak. Yeah, Aditya, please.
Thank you. Um, in my perspective, a rocket, like in a basic form, not like in a complex form, in a basic form, rocket is a means a vehicle or object which throws out or pushes material out of it at a certain velocity and with a certain power or force by which it the going of that it would like it would create thrust because of it and it moves ahead or in the opposite direction in which the object is throwing. So, and if we consider complex sockets, there is propulsion systems to do that purpose.
Yeah, we can just simply define a rocket as a projectile that follows Newton's third law of motion. Is it? Am I correct here?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Um, so basically, before starting any other talk, like before going deep into the talk, I would like to suggest and I would like to request all of you to take part in whatever I'm asking because it is going to be an interactive session. And while you're answering, also try to break down into fundamental things like Aditya said. Rocket produces thrust; it goes in the opposite direction as from the thrust. Yeah, all of this is great. It's fine, but what is the actual fundamental, uh, you know, concept that is actually guiding this entire definition? There, it's Newton's third law of motion. So stick to your fundamentals. It's just last 10th, like I guess 8th or 10th stuff. So uh, moving ahead, why Team Enthalpy? Because we wanted to take this field of rocketry to everyone. Um, and yeah, please don't call me sir. I'm just a student like you. I'm it's just Bhaiya or just Ayushman is completely fine. Yeah. So this entire rocketry in India, we don't see a lot of rocketry, amateur rocketry going on in India. Am I correct here? How many of you agree that amateur rocketry is not that much, promoted in India? Yeah, I hope quite a lot. But why we see it in America and in the European countries, they have a thriving environment of amateur rocketry. But in India, we lack it. Although in India we have a very lively space environment, like ISRO. Many thanks to ISRO. The projects, the missions that ISRO launches are like world class. Plus, for that reason, India has a great this environment of space and everything. But rocketry is not a thing that is promoted a lot in India, and it is seen as a taboo in India. Like you are working on rockets. Oh my God, rocket not even a field of study. I mean, how many of you you know no like heard of rocket engineering as a stream in any kind of engineering college in India? How many of you heard of that? Because it is non-existent. Oh, Kushal, please, which college has a rocket engineering stream in India? Can you just name a college? Because I am not aware of it. I'll just like to update my knowledge here.
Aerospace engineering or rocketry difference?
Oh, yeah, aerospace engineering is actually not rocketry. I'm saying particularly on rocket or like
No,
rocket
so
engineering as a field.
sorry.
Like, they teach rocket science, just rocket science, nothing else.
No, no,
Bit Mesra has it.
sorry.
Okay, I'm sure. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Fine, but as far as I am, the major Indian institutes or IITs or NITs or the leading leading technical universities are concerned, they don't provide any rocket engineering course as such. This is because rocket engineering is cannot be like suffice to only one kind of like field of study. It's not a one branch study. It's a multiple branch study. Fine. So like aerospace engineering, aeronautical engineering, everything is just and mechanical engineering, chemical engineering. It's just a small like contributor to the large scheme of rockets. So that is the reason in India, when parents tell us to become some doctor or engineer, they don't expect us to do something in the field of rocketry, and that's why rocket is not uh, rocket is not that much of encouraged in India. So team enthalpy is actually functioning in that way in that field, so that rockets become a common thing in India. Like everyone is talking about rocket, and when if you have noticed, I don't know, when people will be explaining you something, they'll say, "Bro, it's not rocket science." But I should say, rocket science is not even close to what you are trying to say. I mean, rocket science is very simple. And as I said in the first point itself, break everything down to fundamentals. And yeah, rocket science is just a soup. So uh, as I say, you can just realize that how um, stigmatized, how tabooed this entire field of rocketry is. So vision is obviously this making rockets a very household name, or a very household thing to play with. Every person should do something on rockets. Then mission. We are actually going forward with a very small but ambitious mission here. Yeah, Kushal, you want to say something?
Mean, meaning of tabut means.
Tabooed meaning not less talked about. Bhai, matlab, they don't talk about it a lot. Fine. They when this topic is ये जब topic चढ़ा जाता है अपने घरों घरों में, they will just ignore it. Fine. They'll just
Yes, yes,
overlook it. Got the
yes,
point, na?
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It is overlooked and
coming to
undervalued.
mission. Yeah, exactly. Coming to the mission, we are going forward to participate in Latin American Space Challenge. You can Google what that is. Latin American Space Challenge is a rocketry competition that is organized in Brazil. The subsequent year, we'll be going to Spaceport America Cup that is organized in New Mexico, USA. And by end of 2026, we are planning to launch a rocket to space. That will be a space shot. Yeah, that is a very ambitious project that we are working on. I mean, that project will redefine the entire because in India till now no one has launched any kind of propulsive device to above 100 kilometers above the Karman line. So I mean, space. I mean, yeah, launching by which year? I'll say 2026. So hold your seats. Launching, I mean, the first launch will be done by the next year, obviously, because next year we have the competitions. We have two competitions. So next year we have obviously we'll be launching, but that will be the altitude will be like 1 kilometer and 3 kilometers, not major milestone. But by 2026, we are actually planning for a 120 kilometers a mark, and that too we are not using any kind of solid propellants. I'll get to what solid propellant means. We're not using any solid propelled rockets. We are using a liquid propellant engine. Uh, we are making a liquid engine right now. So that
You can use methane.
its subsequent we thought of using methane, but proper methane is very hard to find in India. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. So yeah, that's what we are right now. We are in process of developing a liquid engine that is called Hornet. Uh, uh, can we go to the next slide? I want to show you something. Yeah, the small engine that you see here, that is actually Hornet. And all these people you see there, they are the part of our team and the club. So, and yeah, this is the rocket that we're going to launch in our Latin American Space Challenge competition. This is called Velocity. And below right, you can see Hornet. So Hornet is a mere 1 kilonewton engine that uses ethanol and LOX. It's a semi-cryogenic engine, pressure fed. That much only I can reveal till now. Just be with us. I'll like in future you will get to know a lot about it. But yeah, like what Kushal asked about methane, we actually thought of using methane as one of the fuel and making the entire engine fully cryogenic. But you know what the problem is with methane? It is really expensive to procure. Plus, if we are going for LNG, liquid natural gas, I suppose LNG is the gas that goes very close to the methane variant. If you know, Skyroot Aerospace, a company, the rocket company of our own India, they have fired the Dhawan 2 rocket engine that uses the same methane and LOX for propelling the rocket. They have also tested their engine. You can just go to YouTube and search for Dhawan 2. I'll in a bit. Yeah, so Dhawan 2, you can go and search. That is a pretty good engine, and yeah, you will have fun watching it fire. You can see the small mag diamonds being formed. Hopefully, which if we would have formed our team a bit earlier, by now I would have shown you the real test footages. But I'm really sorry. Next time, sure, I'll be showing you that. Uh, but yeah, what Aditya said in the chat right now about cryogenics, let me explain you what cryogenics mean. Before I explain, does anyone want to come up and say what does cryogenic, what does semi-cryogenic mean? Just
May I?
raise your hand and unmute your mic.
May I?
Yeah, Aditya, sure.
So cryogenics are cryogenic. First of all, let's understand like what's cryogenic. So cryogenic propellants are the propellants which are means a normal form gases, for example, methane and oxygen. Oxygen is oxidizer. So for example, in the Raptor engine also, it's a fully cryogenic engine. So in there also the cryogenics means the propellants are below means the gases are we can say cool down to convert it into liquid. So the temperature difference is huge, and that temperature means the propellants which are used in that form are called cryogenic propellants. The propellants which are cooled down to make them into liquid form. And semi-cryogenic are, for example, in semi-cryogenics,
I guess the network has been disconnected from Ayushman's side. Okay. Yeah, you carry on, Ayatha. Okay.
thank you, sir.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there is the in the second one, which sir means he told about, which is the semi-cryogenic. If we know, if you are, I'm not sure that if you all know about the ISRO's new rocket engine which they are developing. There's a semi-cryogenic rocket engine which is powered by means RP1, or their form of RP1 and liquid oxygen. So the liquid oxygen is in the form of means cryogenic form, which is it's converted from gaseous form to liquid form, and the RP1 is already in the liquid form. RP1 is like a very highly refined jet fuel, and jet fuel is highly refined kerosene. So yeah,
Okay, great.
Hello, am I visible and audible? Sorry.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Back
yes,
Yeah,
Ayushman.
I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. So yeah, Aditya, you can just go ahead. What you were speaking, I just couldn't listen to you. What you spoke.
yes. So means I afterwards I after the Kaizen engine told about the semi-cryogenic engine, which means ISRO is also developing a semi-cryogenic engine. In the semi-cryogenic engines which have one part which is a cryogenic part, which is means in their case oxygen means liquid oxygen locks, and in the means non-cryogenic part, which is in the semi-cryogenic is the semi part. So the second part, which is non-cryogenic, that is the RP1, or it's ISRO's formed RP1, and in cryogenics, it's like a gaseous propellants, means the propellants which are in naturally in form of gas is converted into means liquid, and it's hard to work with because like these means it cryogenic propellants, if he means given like they want a little bit, it only to convert it into gaseous form. That's why we have to like we have one is like we have to compress it a lot, so that the it can in for example in the Falcon 9 they have COPVs, the means but that's for tank preservation, but in the here in the pressure fed type also they are using means insert in the velocity's case they are using like pressure fed means they are separate gaseous tanks, or most probably it may be helium. Yes sir.
Now we are using nitrogen, but yeah, helium is also a good option. But nitrogen is easier to find. So yeah, Aditya, right? Like, you should be the one giving talk right now, not me.
No, sir, no, sir, no. You are.
But yeah, great knowledge, great knowledge. Hats off, man.
Thank you, sir.
Great. So not sir, yeah, I am just a student. Ayushman is okay. So yeah, I should not go pretty deep about what my team is doing. I'll share you the Instagram, contact of my team, and you can just go ahead and look into that. We'll discuss further about what I have been given the topic for. So, like, we'll discuss. Yeah, FLA 100. Please, I don't know your name. Just ask what you want to ask.
Yes, this is my name Keshav, and like, but in simply cryogenic propellants and semi-cryogenic propellants are like cryogenic propellants consist of two components, like a cryogenic fuel and a cryogenic oxidizer. And in
Right.
semi-cryogenic propellants, they have like they operate in temperatures between cryogenic and ambient temperatures. But then
Um,
in cryogenic, they yes, sir.
yeah,
Am I
you
like
can
correct?
go ahead. Go. Yeah.
Okay. So, like common cryogenic engines include like liquid hydrogen, but like semi-cryogenic, they include kerosene and I think kerosene. Am I correct? Kerosene
Yeah.
also, right?
Look, semi-cryogenic is
They use
nothing.
kerosene.
Semi-cryogenic is nothing but
Okay.
one part of the propellant mixture, like either fuel or
Okay.
oxidizer, should be in cryogenic temperature. It is not between cryogenic and room temperature. It is not between anything. It is just that one part of the like one part of the component is cryogenic, and one part of the this the propellant mixture is at room temperature. In most of the cases, we take fuel at room temperature and the oxidizer at uh, you know um uh, sorry,
Ambient
cryogenic
temperature.
temperatures. Yeah. um, I actually conduct
But
some events regarding
semi-cryogenic is easy to store, right? Semi-cryogenic is easy to store.
semi-cryogenic. I mean, cryogenic is still hard to store, but the room temperature fuels like your kerosene, like Aditya said, like RP1, right? And the ethanol that we are using, and some other fuels like even people use propane sometimes. So yeah, that is easily storable in room temperature. You just put in a bottle like this, store it under high pressure. Your job is done. I, like everyone here, I should suggest you should go to YouTube and actually watch videos from everyday astronaut. You should actually do that. That's a pretty good YouTube channel, and that's where I learned my rocketry basics from in 2020 when COVID struck us, and I was not very in a very good mood to study about JE. I was studying rocket science there from there, and there's a book called. Rocket Propulsion Elements by George P. Sutton. We will discuss about it later. We have a different Q&A session. We'll discuss it there. So coming to the next, the YouTube channel is Everyday Astronaut. You can go and search that. Yeah. So why space clubs? I mean, majority of you would be in some university or in school, but I should say in India, many of our schools and colleges still have a space club. Now, why do we require a space club at all? Look, as we go in more into future, right? Space is the next frontier. We agree or we don't agree, we like it or not. Space is the next frontier. No matter whatever, go green campaign you go do on Earth, whatever global warming awareness, whatever you want to do on Earth, it is in future in next 20-30 years it is just useless. It is Earth is heating up, it will continue heating up whether man is having his hand in this process or not. It will continue heating up. It's a regular process. It's a regular cycle that continues. It's like ice age, then it will heat up, then it will again heat up, then it will be a very heated stage, then it will again ice age will occur. So it is a very cyclic process that occurs on Earth, and that's why humanity needs to find its habitat in stars, and that's what I believe, and that's what that is the truth. It should be the universal truth, but that is the truth. Fine. So space club, what does a space club do? I was a part of SEDS Antariksh. It's a chapter actually. Before opening enthalpy, I was a part of that. It's students for exploration and development of space. You should actually go through its own website. I'll give you the link later. But yeah, as a part of that, it enabled me to see people with like-minded people, connect with like-minded people. Because when you go to when a average JE aspirant finds a college and goes to a college, the hot thing that they need is they will learn coding and get a placement by fourth year. They just need to get a good placement. They want to go and settle their life, have a wife, have a great big bungalow and a car. But that is not how life functions. Your life should not be like, I want to be settled. Your life should be, I want to do something great that humanity will take away. What can I give to humanity? Fine. And I think personally, my contribution should be in space domain, and that's how I came to this. When I joined the college, there was no rocketry team in the college, and I was like pretty frustrated because why there's no rocketry team at all? Where is the space people here? Why people are so boring? Why are they always talking about how to code everything? I mean, coding is not bad, okay, but coding is not what your life should be. Coding is just a way to achieve something. People just put their every bit of life on coding, but no, it's like maths. Maths is just a tool to achieve something greater. Similarly, coding is a tool to achieve something greater. Coding is not your life, bro. Just don't burst your head on that. So I was very frustrated. Then I remember I found this small space club that recently got formed. I joined it, and that actually enabled me to connect with a lot of like-minded people. And that is how I can think. I got some experience with dealing with people in college. The most problematic thing is getting a faculty coordinator. When you are in school, you need a teacher who can guide you. It's like a mentor who can guide you. Fine, because without a teacher, you will be directionless, and you need to go ahead and talk to the college or the school authorities directly. And from my experience, they don't value the voice of a student a lot. They value if that is backed by a faculty. So first of all, the major problem is we need to find a faculty or a teacher who is equally or more interested in this field, not less interested, or else he or she becomes a liability on us. Fine. So that is our first task. Then we go and talk to the people there in the college management or school management, and then we form a team or a club. So club enables you to gather people around you, get surrounded by like-minded people who want to work on space. Fine. When you are with like-minded people, when you are with people who want to work on space, when you are with people who actually want to believe that space is a thing and we can achieve it, and it's not a thing of a bygone era, it's not an Apollo mission that we are going to achieve, then you are good to go. It's like you got your launch pad, man. You are ready to launch. Then this is how, like, these are stepping stones. I got into sets, then I got some experience, then I opened the entire team, because obviously I can't just enter the college and I can't just open a team out of blue. That will be like no one will be there in the team. Whoever I select, they will be very unprofessional, and they won't be working on. So yeah, these are the major problems you face, and what topic I discussed. This is why you should actually go for a space club, because everyone here who have joined, 44 people, I think everyone has some, like, a little bit of interest in space, right? And if you even have a bit of interest in space, you should go ahead, you should find like-minded people, you should form a community, you should form a club, and like spread the word, spread whatever is happening. Right now, I should say, I can say it very proudly that we live in the most exciting era in space technology. We are seeing like, look, there was an era of Apollo missions. Anyone's trying to say something?
Yes, Ayushman, it is me. I have a question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
actually, we are talking about the space club activities and all the thing. But as per me, that I can understand that if you want to send a rocket, you want to create that thing. So it is just not like creating a study group and we are studying the YouTube and going through the subjective knowledge or writing the thesis. Actually, it's a commercial project. You need resources like financial resources, technology, government approval, and so many other domains expertise. With that, we can go, send a rocket. Otherwise, all of the thing which we are discussing here, it is just like you are a student and you are just learning the things. Even I don't think that a space engineer can send a rocket in. For that, definitely we need a group of people. But we should think this thing in this scenario, that if you really want to send the rocket in this space, then first you need enthusiastic people who are dedicated to the space science, who want to work in this thing. Okay. Second thing, that you need financial resources, like whatever the venture capital or the investment is required. That is third, that you need to know where is the technology and the parts are available, whether you will build this thing in your laboratory or you will purchase direct from the market, or like ISRO and other Chinese space agency and even Amazon supply this rocket parts. So I'm just asking that we should focus on integrated effort, that a practical plan that we are sending the rocket, this would be the budget, and how we will arrange the fund, and how we will arrange the parts, and how we will get the approval from government to implement a real plan. So do you have any idea on that? If you can guide on that?
Yes, sir. Totally get the question. These are the questions which we ponder about before starting a team, because obviously we can't just even great engineers can't do them themselves and send the rocket. We need a great rockets are very resource intensive, very much capital intensive projects that we are undertaking right now. Sir, is it okay that I answer your question a bit later, because I have that particular section dedicated to this particular thing? Shall I answer there, or shall I
Okay,
answer?
okay, no,
Should I
no
answer right
problem.
now, sir?
I was just thinking that we are not going to create a study group here. It should be practical, that could work in real world.
Yeah, I mean, when like we are basically very like pinpointed towards rocketry, but other space clubs don't need to be like that. Resolute Lab has helped us a lot in building our payload. We can have an entire team that is dedicated to building satellites, because we have also satellite competitions in India. ISRO has CANSAT competitions, even NASA has CANSAT competitions. CANSATs are very low resource intensive, and they are a pretty good like point to start. Even drones, now you can ask why you are, and now you're talking about drones. If you want to ask this question, then you should we should see the Ingenuity rover, drone that is there right now in Mars. It is having its regular flights, taking pictures and everything. So yeah, drones. Yeah, you have your CANSATs, and there are a lot of other projects that we can focus on individually before we can go to rockets. Because when I was in SEDS Antariksh, the other club that I was in, I actually worked a little bit on building satellites, coding major projects about solar cycles, and I worked majorly on building a drone. So these are basic points where we can start building off a particular dream of rocketry, because obviously no one can just wake up and say like, today I'll go and build a rocket. That is just nonsensical, because rocket building is not a thing to like, not a child's thing. It's very resource intensive, capital intensive, as I said. So I will cover that how are we actually planning to do that. I will cover it. So hopefully I did justice to this part, why we need space clubs, and why should you have space clubs. I am sure after this, yeah, questions should be asked by the end. I'll entertain more questions by the end. I am feeling very assured that by end of this session, oh my God, again. Anto, did you close your hotspot? Okay. I'm really sorry. I'm depending on a lot of other people to have this meeting right now. I'm really sorry about that. Am I audible properly? Hello? Can someone confirm?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. अरे सर नहीं बुलाने का रे, कितने बार बोलूं मैं? Don't call me sir. I'm just a student. Um, after this event is over, I hope every school student or college student who is there, they'll just go and start their own space clubs. And if you start from a new end, you get some idea about what to work on and what not to. Bhaiya, can we go to the next slide? So future. One major question that you should be asking is, why then, look, why shouldn't I focus on my career itself, like focus on coding and focus on coding and building some coding knowledge, so that I can get a good placement and I get settled in some good company and some good place, Noida, Bangalore, like that. So the major thing that we are missing out is the career building opportunities that we'll get with by building such projects in a club. In a club, it's not just building projects. You will be subjected to a plethora of opportunities. It's not like you are just working on projects and it's just one dimensional. No, you will be working on projects. You'll be working on showcasing it to companies. You'll be working on make like conducting events, live events where you can showcase what you have done, or enlighten people about what you are actually doing. Then you will have a chance to go out once you are very greatly into this every all the space environment. When you are penetrated into space environment, you'll be invited to a lot of things. Like previous year I got invited to the Space Expo, and that was a game changing moment in my life. I mean, the amount of exposure that you get there. I got to meet the co-founder of Skyroot, Nagavarat Daka sir. Even your our Agnikul CEO, Srinath Ravichandran sir. And I got his personal number. So that is pretty wild. That is pretty wild. The amount of exposure. Even uh, from there, you explore deep into like LinkedIn. Everyone has LinkedIn, right? You should have LinkedIn here. Fine. From that, you can like explore deep into LinkedIn is a great space. You should go into it. There, you can explore deep into all the networks that you're there, and that's how we got to know such a vibrant startup that we have right now, Resolute Lab, and that's how we like as Enthalpy we extended our hand like, please let's join us, let's build something great. So yeah, that is how things work. So future is pretty vibrant if you see, because the things you'll be working on, the things that will be exposed to, is way more better than getting a simple placement and go getting in a, why I'm saying placement, because I am fourth year and my friends are getting placed. I got placed, but all the friends are like busting their head on placements. So, but I see myself and my teammates like building something new that is not actually very negative. So that is thing. Your life should not be one dimensional. Your life should be sprawling into different directions. And I can assure you, the projects, the things that you'll be building here will be of major significance in future, deep into your life. Fine. Next slide. Connections. This is the most important part. Here I'll be explaining you how we are funding our own project. Just a second, water break. Stay hydrated, guys. Yeah. So connections. Once you talking about enthalpy, uh, like Rajiv sir said, we can't just wake up and go and say that we are building a rocket. It's not possible. Fine. We need people from this particular field to join us, who can guide us in how to proceed. For number one is guidance, so that we can on paper make a rocket that can fly to some height or to some altitude. Second, we need resources, be a working space, be it be a working space, or a simple, even a simple screwdriver. We need resources. Fine. Then we need capital. Fine. Resources and capital can be interchanged, because if we don't have capital, we can't arrange resources, and if we don't have resources, we can't arrange capital. So that is like a fully flow stage combustion cycle type of thingy going on here. So let's not focus what should come first, but I personally think you should invest something to get something back. So with our personal investment, we should arrange some resources, then we should focus on getting capital, right? So first of all, how to build connections. Everyone today who have attended the meeting, the event, I'm sorry, should go ahead and open a LinkedIn account, no matter how small you are. If you have a Instagram account, then I am particularly sure that you can have a LinkedIn account. Fine. Just go today after this entire event. Open a LinkedIn account. Fine. And it will take around 5-10 minutes. Just go ahead, do it. Fine. Uh, and like start following people from space background, and eventually you will find more and more people in India who are actually involved in this particular field. Fine. How to build connections? This is the easiest way to build connections. Go to LinkedIn, like build a small portfolio of yours, and start connecting to people who are in that. Fine. And if you have the, I won't recommend you to go and spam the people who are in this field, like come, please come to our campus, please help us. No, this is not how it works. Just see their profile, like what. Let's suppose I recently got connected to a very famous person known as he was the first, I forgot his name. Uh, Hans Koenigman. I remember Hans Koenigman. If you have read the book Left Off by Eric Berger, that focuses on the early days of SpaceX. So Hans Koenigman, you can go ahead and search in LinkedIn or even in the Google. So he was one of the earliest engineers in SpaceX, and still now he is like semi-retired person. What he writes? He's semi-retired, but he still acquires talent. He helps talented people. So I got connected to him. As I got connected, I just greeted him. Hello, myself Ayushman. I am the team captain of Enthalpy. We are actually making a rocket which can do this, and we are planning to come to US. So we need your help in avionics systems. How do you approach making an avionics system? And look, in majority of cases, obviously he didn't reply a lot. He just said, "Hi, I am in US. You are in India, and it's not very easy to help you." So obviously he was out, and he didn't show a lot of interest. But I'll say, if you contact 100 people, at least 30 people will answer you, and 30 people are the people with whom you can go ahead and make some serious stuff with. Fine. And that is how I connected in initial days. I went ahead, like not spamming, not careless spamming, but careful spamming. Like I had a plan, what I need to get from them, and I spammed their messages. And like not recommended, but if you are if you have that much craziness, if you have that if you are burning your midnight fuel since last 3 days, this is what occurs. You just can't hold it in yourself. You just go ahead and text n number of people. So I did that. So from that, I got a lot of connections in the market, in the field. So what happens when you get connections from the industry is that you get industry exposure. Fine. Even if you have zero physical thing in your hand, but one industrial exposure can open a lot of opportunities for you. Fine. I won't name there's a rocketry company in India. I won't name it, but they are helping us to make our rocket engine, and they are actually promising us to promising us that we can go ahead and test our engine there in their premises. So due to obvious reasons, I'm not naming them. But for a quick note, they are situated in Telangana. So you can know who is it. Fine. So yeah, that is how I make connections. So this is the first step. Making connections the first step. Then you go ahead and start building up resources. Once you have connections and you have some groundwork on how to make the rocket, then you can go ahead and build up some resources. Like I need this much area of workspace. I need this many tools that I need to work on. Or once you figure out this, right, most of the things are figured out. Resources are done. So once you put a list of resources on some whiteboard or something, I guess your 60% of work is done. Now 40% of work is you building the rocket. Fine. Once you figure out what we need, then what you need becomes a piece of cake. fine. It's just that there's a way. You need to find out the way how to reach it, and it's just take some few nights of brainstorming with your like passionate teammates to get like how to form contacts. Fine. Then let me come to yes sir, Rajiv sir, please.
Ashwin, can you tell us, is there any kind of funding or ad available from Government of India or any other industrial forum for the rocket research?
No, sir. Till now, for rocket research, Government of India is not doing anything as such.
ISRO,
For sponsor, yes, sir.
ISRO does not support the new people.
It supports ISRO supports, sir. ISRO has a outreach wing called In Space.
Okay.
We have approached them. They have given us some resources to work on, but they can only give us some resources. They can't fund us. They cannot give us money to work on.
So only crowdfunding or the venture capital is the last source for
So
the.
this is the point here. Let me say how the funding thing is working. We have some sister concern teams from Purdue University, TU Delft, and Berkeley. What they are saying, like they are obviously international teams outside of India. How they get sponsored is a company comes to their college saying that we need skilled individuals, and in return of skilled individuals, we will offer you money. This is how it occurs in foreign countries. Fine, because let's suppose I am working on a rocket engine, and a company like SpaceX is coming and saying that coming to my university and saying that we need your people who are working on this particular field, and in return we will fund your team. A little bit of funding will give you according to people we hire as interns or full times. Actually, that particular environment, that particular system is missing in India, and that is the reason in India, a lot of rocketry teams are not being formed. And if they are being formed, they are self-funded by this from the pockets of student. Yeah, Aditya, I'll just answer your question. Just wait a bit. What I'm saying is, so majority of is student funded, or their college funds them. Like IIT Madras, right? About 20 kilometers from our campus, IIT Madras has their own rocketry team, and IIT Madras itself funds their team. Similarly, IIT Bombay has a team, and because if you are in a government college, you have actually achieved this jackpot that you have funding there. You have a good funding there. I am in a private university. Funding here is about nil. We have been promised 1 lakh rupees. I don't know when we'll get the 1 lakh rupees. So, in that case, sir, what Rajiv sir you said, venture capitalist. When we go to venture capitalist, we need to project our team as a startup. Like Enthalpy is a startup that will be led by me in future, and that is actually disastrous for the entire university. Because if it is startup, and I pitch as a startup to the venture capitalist, then I become competitors of other rocketry companies, Skyroot, Agnikul, Bellatrix. I become their competitors. If let's suppose tomorrow Skyroot or Agnikul comes, they're asking for skilled individuals in return of money. Let's suppose, then we won't be able to give them because we are working on our own startup. Why will we give them people? So now they become our competitors. Yes, sir, Rajiv sir.
Ashwan, just one suggestion. I don't know that whether it will helpful for you,
Sure,
but if you are a registered company, you are okay. Then why you cannot list yourself for the stock exchange, and by issuing the share for your project, you can arrange the fund for the rocket development.
Yes,
Because
sir, but
like other company also they just introduce their product in the market, they issue share, and through the investors amount they just do it. It can be possible in India also.
yes, sir, sure. That is actually a way to do it. But what I am doing here is a space like space club and a rocketry team, not a startup. I if I were I were to become a startup, I will just go ahead and do whatever you said, plus some other things that I've learned from some many other people. Rajesh sir, I love you, sir. The amount of insights that you're giving me, I just love it. I'd like to connect with you after the session. Please stay, sir. I'd like to talk to you, sir. But yeah, if
Actually, Aishman, I'm very happy that I'm getting touch with the enthusiastic people. Actually, I'm just telling you, I want to send a rocket to space. Okay, this is my
sir,
dream
sir, sir.
from
Yes,
my
sir.
childhood time. And now I'm getting the connectivity with you guys, and I know the 40 people connected here, and most of them are very talented. And if we will give them chance, okay, they can do better than anyone else. But
Yes, sir.
what I'm facing here, the realistic approach that if you don't have the resources, then how we can go ahead? Like we have
Exactly.
talented people, they have knowledge, they can do the thing, and I know the technical part can be solved. But the main thing is this funding. If we can arrange that thing, we can start this thing. Because I don't think that it
Yeah.
will take more than 1 year to send a rocket in space if you have sufficient funding.
Precisely, sir. Yes. Funding is actually a thing. Funding is actually a thing. Sir, are you from us like any institution from?
No, I'm I'm actually Kuala Lumpur. I'm working with Google here. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
that's
from
great to know. Sir.
Gurgaon, so I got a job here in Malaysia. So 2 years before I left India, and now in Kuala Lumpur.
Okay.
So I got through this Resolute India to search on
Yes,
space
sir.
science. Yes.
Yes, sir. Like great, sir. Great. So, I mean, that would be great. I mean, when we are connected to an institute, if you have like I read about the co-founders and founders of Agnikul, Srinath Ravichandran, and there's this another person. I just forgot his name. I'm bad at remembering names. I'm really sorry. So they actually did the same thing. Like they were exploring a lot of things. Then they came together. Then they got like connected to institute, IIT Madras, obviously, and they started their own startup. So uh, in my opinion, I think sending a rocket above Karman line is much easier as a startup than as a team. Because when we are a team under a university, what happens is like we get a lot of like we get a lot of exposure. That is correct, but people can't fund us because we don't have any immediate effect. We don't have any immediate result out of it. Fine. We will launch a rocket to space. What are our venture capitalists gaining from that? Are they gaining any like money from it? Are they gaining any capital from it or share from it? No, nothing. It's just that the scientific like we are just exploring our scientific boundaries that how much we can push, but venture capitalists won't get anything from that. So that this is where the breaking point comes. And in my opinion, being a university or a school team or a club is and functioning on this particular things is way more difficult. And once we figure out how to do this in a university or a school, I am particularly sure we will grow up and become a successful company. So this is what I think. And I'll just like take a tangent from here and come to balance. Obviously, when we are talking about clubs, many people I have seen, including me, get so much engrossed in the activities in the club that we forget that we have an academics also. We need to score some CGPA to get a good enough job, to get a good enough you know when we get the certificate, when we get that hat and everything. Like when you have some 9 CGPA, 8.5 CGPA written on your certificate, it feels good. But we get engrossed in clubs so much that we forget that academics also exist. So balance is very important. Um, Technically, I should be the last one explaining you about balance, but I'll tell you what I have experienced. Uh, I no caps here. I am a 7 pointer. My current CGPA is 7.5, and it's not a very good CGPA in a college. Fine, but Am I sad for it? No, I am not. Fine, because I have done a lot of things better than what my 8 pointer counterparts or my 9 pointer counterparts have done. Fine, I have explored my college life to the fullest, and I am happy for that. And I suggest everyone who is here, you should live your life to the fullest. You should do what you like to do, and like then you ask, like keep a right hand on your heart and ask yourself, am I happy? You will be happy. Fine. Uh, African countries, sir, I have no idea. So this I am particularly from India, and I'm still researching on how to, yeah, sir, I completely get it. We will get into it in the Q&A session. Yes, coming back to the academics and the club part. So, no matter how much we romanticize the idea of being in a club, being like conducting many events, hustling hard, academics is equally important, and we should focus a lot on it. Uh, Let me tell you what like pros I have got from it. By working in a club, I was working on a plethora of projects, and that actually those projects I used as my academic projects also, and that's how I need not worry about separate projects for academics clubs. So many people were actually busting their brain like how what to do, man. Club projects, academic projects, my personal life, everything is getting ruined. A girlfriend I am not getting, nothing is happening. But at the end of the day, it's very simple. You have one key and you can go ahead and unlock everything. Clubs, you have in clubs you are getting a lot of connectivity. You can get some people there, work on the academics projects, submit the project to the faculty. Sir, this is the project that I worked on, and it, they will accept it. They will be happy to accept it. This is one pro that I have felt in personally working in VIT. But yeah, apart from that, the interpersonal skills develops while you're in the club, and that also helps in the academics, because academics, you let me say an open secret to you guys. Academics is basically how well you negotiate with your faculties. So when you talk a bit with faculties and say that, sir, please increase some 2-3 marks, sir, I did this, did that, they will increase it. So negotiating skills also develop in clubs. I'm sorry, I don't intend to give you any kind of cheat codes here, but yeah, this 2-3 marks you can increase with it, but you can't increase 20-30 marks. 2-3 marks, yes. So academics is a but coming from like deviating from that particular fun topic, uh, when you are prioritizing your work schedule, you should actually give academics the first rank, then your clubs or team. Fine. Your all the academics, or like I mean all the tests, all the assignments must be done at the before the deadline, and you should ensure that. And you at that point you can just say that club activities, please stop. I let me complete this. I'll go there. So balance is extremely important, or else, I mean, it will be an issue if you have a very less CGPA, and at the end of the day your club activities were good, but you are not getting anything in club activities and you don't have a good CGPA. So then your entire college life was not worth it. Fine. Either do extremely well in club activities and you are okay in academics, then you will get somewhere. But you are okay in club activities, okay in academics, you are getting nowhere. Fine. This is the age where we need to be jack of all trades, master of one. Fine. At least even the one you are not like, if you are like jack of all trades, master of none, then you belong to none. Fine. So balance is extremely important. Please focus on how to, because I just said a general basis. You're in school right now, you must be studying for 10th or 12th exams. That is very, very important, and I don't suggest you to delve into space projects or anything like that, major space projects or anything like that in your school days, because whatever happens in school days most probably remains in school days. So I don't think you can be able to push it further into your life, because after your school is over, you move out to some other college, in some other states, and you lose your touch with the school, and that is, and that then you feel it's very hard to keep a track of that. So schools, I won't suggest you to go with major projects, not like building rockets to launch into space. Personal projects you can make it, but not in school with all your schoolmates, because it's very temporary. Fine. Once you come to college, once you're in a good enough college, BID Chennai is a very good college, fine, for exposures and everything. Uh, like, get into a very good college. IIT is the must. Like, must meaning it's a very good college for this exposure and everything. IIT, you get into IITs, NITs, top tier private colleges. The
What do
amount of
you think
exposure
about
that you get,
ISers?
obviously, yeah. For research, obviously, I'm a BTech guy, so I just told about the technological institutes. Either even you have your, if you are very 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 talented, we have one speaker from IIST also. So yeah, you can get into IIST. Um, get into any workshops. You need to search, man. You need to search. You need to Google a lot, because workshops don't occur a lot, and if they occur also, rocket workshops are very hard to find. Um, and yeah, you will be getting workshops from IITs, majorly from IITs only, who have an aerospace department with them. Like IIT Madras conducts some workshops that I know of, and but yeah, just be in contact with me. If I get any workshop, I'll just send it to you. So workshops से थोड़ा हट के academics. Yes, Rajiv sir.
Ashman, I just want to know, do you have any idea what is the rough estimate to launch a rocket by, like, we are creating a rocket and we are sending it to around 400-kilometer low Earth orbit. What could be the budget for that?
Sir, are you talking about achieving an orbit?
He might be meaning
if you are sending a small rocket. If you are sending a small rocket, so it should go at least 300 to 400 kilometers minimum. Then you could
Sir,
to check the
40 kilometers. Maybe he's saying 40 kilometers. Actually, after 100 kilometers, we are in space. If you are talking about lower Earth orbit, so I think that he might be saying that about 40 kilometers above the sea level.
No,
Maybe.
let me clarify, Rajiv sir. I am like, the rocketry team that we have has no like plans to go into low Earth orbit. We just want to launch a rocket and it will go into space for 100 kilometers and it will fall down. That's it. So achieving an orbit is completely different thing, and we need a lot sophisticated things for that. And as a student, I can't imagine going into low Earth orbits right now. So but going to lower orbits, as Aditya said, yeah, millions, and it is in dollars. I can't give you very great estimate because I am not into that field. But the rocket that we are making, for going to 3 kilometers, we are spending 10 lakh rupees. So,
okay. And what is the maximum height that can reach?
Yeah, the rocket's height will be around 2 meters, and it will reach 3 kilometers altitude. It will just reach 3 kilometers, and then it will fall down with a parachute.
Okay, so it is just, I think it is just in experimental stage only.
Exactly, it is an experimental stage where it will just experiment how good your propulsion system is, and how sturdy the body of the rocket that you have made is, and the payload. The most one of the most important thing that Resolute Lab is also helping us to make, the payload. So how well the payload is performing at that stage. So yeah, these are the things.
Well,
So
Shaitan, one more question. Have you not ever tried with the other space agencies like Singapore in Malaysia and all other? They also launch their satellite, and they need people. They don't have people. We have people. We don't have fund. They have fund. They don't have people. So this could be resolved by this, because the amount which you are telling, it is not a big amount. For them, it is just like a one day salary for their employee.
Yeah, yes, yes. Okay, now that you say, like, we have not tried to communicate with Singaporean space agency or even Malaysian space agency. We have not tried it. So yeah, that's actually a great idea. We should do that. I
Because
let me
it's
note
a
it down somewhere.
practical thing, because I have seen that they spend a lot of amount and they don't have people. We have people, we have resources, but we do not have the fund. The only thing which I can see here, that we can create thing. We have talented people, but we are just suffering about the funding issue. This is the only one problem.
Exactly. Yeah. We should actually try to connect with them. We have some Singaporean contact, but that is a NSNTU, I suppose, for the underwater drones. So we will go towards that field. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for this idea.
No, actually, why I ask you about this, because I have some
Yeah.
a LinkedIn contact in Singapore based private space agencies. So I think
Okay.
you are already connected with me on LinkedIn. So I will send
I
you that
sure I
contact.
see, sir. I just don't know. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
okay.
will send you that contact. If you can connect them, this could be helpful.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Let's try.
We can have some couple of meetings. Then we can actually get into the hard work. Yeah, Aditya, you are trying to say something.
Yes, sir. Like I was, I miss as Rajiv sir also said about the Singapore means private agencies. I was telling about the Japanese, one of the Japanese private agencies. Uh, Recently, like Skynet also did their one of the suborbital attempt. Means attempt, not we can say launch of not like that much powerful rocket. So also there in means in Japan also they tried it, but there's failure because of some R&D failure. Means there were some R&D issue because of which that failure occurred. So like
Right.
they have funding and that all, but like they do not have means manpower, resources, etc. So like that can help India in Indian other like teams and agencies for that purpose.
Sure, like we can actually this field, na, this entire field of
Yes.
going out and talking to people from other space agency. Actually, as a team captain and as a student, I have not thought about it. I was pretty limited with ISRO, and I was busy calling people of ISRO to our campus and everything. So yeah, this one is a pretty good idea that I am taking away from this event right now. Thanks a lot, guys. I will actually contact with them starting from tonight itself. Yeah, so I guess this was all about balance. I conveyed whatever I tried to convey with the balance thingy, and I hope that you took away something from this thing. And yeah, just don't ignore your academics. Just don't get engrossed in clubs so much that you just forget that you're what you're actually doing here. Fine. So and yeah, don't get lot involved in nonsensical things. I got involved in very nonsensical things personally because I was a part of a cultural club. I mean, cultural club in that sense is not nonsensical, but when you are in a cultural club, it will drain a lot from your uh, what can I say? Drain a lot of time that you can rather invest in a space club. So I'm not discouraging anymore, but yeah, I'm just saying that prioritize your workflow, prioritize your day, manage your time, and then you will be the ace of all. That's what I'm trying to say. So I hope that was clear for everyone. Next is the Q&A session. It's open session. Please go ahead. Yeah, Aditya, first question from you. I obviously knew that.
Thank you, sir. So my question is like, what would permissions we need if a team wants or if a group wants to launch their rocket? Uh, let's take an example of 5 or 2 kilometers orbit. So not
Hmm.
orbit,
I mean,
altitude.
yeah, got it. Altitude.
And like, what would permissions we want from the government for doing that?
Okay. First of all, you need to find a very, uh, plain land, first of all, a barren land to launch it. Once you identify the barren land, you need to go to the local police saying that we are going. and it's not like you are personally, because in India you can't personally do that. Fine. Like you personally are going and saying that I want to launch a rocket which will go 2 kilometers. They'll just slap you on your face or put you behind the bars. They won't actually do that. Have an institution backing behind you. Fine. That's why I'm like, as in the entire session today, I'm emphasizing on the institution backing, because that really helps. Once you are from a very known institution from the locality, actually everyone knows that you are a student. So then you are actually doing some research based activities. So then you need to get permission from the local police, and if you have an airport nearby, the airport authority, and once these two people are done, I guess then you are clear. But then these two people also can redirect you to some more people. Then yeah, this becomes a very bureaucratic and long process. In that way, you can just go and fire your own rocket. I mean, no, you should not do that. But yeah, these two people are the first two people that you should communicate. Fine.
And so my
Then
second,
whatever
like,
they're saying, yeah, yeah, Aditya saying.
and my second question is like in your means in the team enthalpy, like is it like only the people from your like institution can join it? Is it like that?
So Aditya, I'm guessing you're from Kerala, right?
Uh, I'm in Gujarat.
Gujarat. Okay, fine. So,
My
I'm
grandfather
sorry
is
for
from Kerala,
assuming that.
so
Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, that is the thing, because we need to actually work on a lot of things uh, in hand. You understand, right? Like, let's suppose we're making a payload. Fine. We can't function if one person is in Gujarat, one
yes,
person is in Madhya Pradesh, one person is in Tamil Nadu. I mean, Tamil Nadu, obviously, we can function, but yeah, we
great.
can't. Yeah, we can function with a, very spread out population of ours. So that's why enthalpy is only for VIT Chennai, and only VIT Chennai students can participate in enthalpy. And yeah, we have some like 2 or 3 tiers of examinations. First is written, then we have interview, technical interview, then we have an HR round. Like how the companies hire people. So after 3 rounds, people get into enthalpy, and we start working on it.
Yes, and like so if you want to test something, for example a rocket
Right.
motor, then for that what permissions we want?
Still the local police officer. I mean, rocket motors. We actually had my friends tested their own rocket motor. It was barely around it was barely producing 20 newtons. Fine, it was very small motor. Fine. So for that, as such, we don't require any permission, because the for that we need to um, you know uh, like follow some basic safety measures, right? 20 newtons engine, like motor, is not a big deal, but the engine that we are making, there is 1 kilonewton engine, 1000 newtons of engine. Fine. For that you need a fire brigade. Like, the fatality range is much higher, and once, like, if it bursts due to some reason, then we are all done, man. So for that also, like, if you want to test on your own, which I don't recommend doing it, you should first contact police, obviously, because
So like
they
in
are
the
the in charge. Huh? Sorry.
in like a big rocket engine type case.
Yeah. First of all, you need, in Gujarat you have InSpace Ray. You just need to go and say that I have a rocket engine. You just give them their like your own like models and everything. Then they'll redirect you where to do it, and that is the easiest way to do. Fine.
Earlier, I have like tested one small SRM type solar rocket motor.
Uh, uh,
I have some area which is open, so I tested it. The background which we are playing, that's that only.
yeah, like when it is a public area, na, this problem will occur. So that's why you need to
Yes,
inform
that's
police
why
first. So,
yes. Yeah, wind is not that very powerful. Just like earlier
mm-hmm.
you said your friends did, like that much only. But
Uh-huh.
yeah,
No, for powerful motors, the first police, then fire department, due to like if some like problem occurs. doctors. So yeah, these two people for your engine, and those two people, police remains constant, man. They are the in charge of that field. So you just need to inform them that I am doing this. So just don't come and arrest me that I am doing some illegal stuff. Fine.
Yes.
Police needs to be informed about everything.
Thank you, sir.
And yeah, no issues. Sorry, yaar, again you are killing me, sir.
Thank you,
I'm just
Bhaiya.
Ayushman, Bhaiya. That's it. Yeah,
So
Keshav,
yeah,
please.
I'm
Yeah, oh,
I'm
okay, okay,
author
Aditya,
of
continue.
three books. I just wanted to say.
Author of
And
three books, please connect with me. Share the names of your three books, and I'll be happy to read it. Okay. Yeah, great, great.
Rocketisium 1.2, 2.1, 3.0, they are series. And
Oh, nice.
like in the first one, I have just explained about rocketry in like history also, and explained about the rockets. And after in the second book, I started about the engines, how engines work, all the cycles I
Okay.
explained, how the means all the nitty gritty details which we say, all those I explained. And in the third book, I just delved into the whole hyperbolic type of bubbles.
Sorry. Um, Loki, sir. Yeah, please mute. Yeah, Aditya.
Yes, sir.
By the way,
Yeah,
Aditya, which year are you, or are you in college or school?
school
Oh my God, which class?
10th.
Oh my God. Yeah, just say me that you are kidding right now.
The
Great.
first two
That
books
that's
were written
something.
when I was in ninth standard. The last
Oh,
book was published when I just came in 10th
How
standard.
you have published the books?
Means using the publisher only. And I also talked to two people. One of them
mhm.
was Ilagavansa, Sri Ilagavansa, and second is Gopalcheti Brahma. Right now he's
Wow,
studying in UCL.
wow. That's absolutely terrific, man.
Thank you, sir.
That's
Thank you,
great. That's
Bhaiya.
great. How can I contact you?
Sir, it's via LinkedIn
LinkedIn.
or
Okay,
WhatsApp number
LinkedIn में
also I
तुमको मैं
can
stalk कर लेगा.
send. Yes, sir.
मैं दिन भर stalk करता रहता हूँ लोगों को. तुमको ही कर लूँगा. Okay.
Thank you.
Keshav, if you don't mind, we'll go ahead with the next questions. Fine.
Yes,
We'll
yes.
talk later in LinkedIn. Keshav, please shoot.
Yes. Give. So Ayushman, I'm studying in grade 8. It's young for me for starting a rocket like a rocket, but we have started building rocket model rockets, and
Mhm.
I'm residing in Dubai. So like it's nearly impossible to launch model rockets in Dubai. But then,
Why?
but I have
Don't
got
you
because
like?
it's really banned. It's banned in Dubai. Like so we have to like have license and that stuff. High funding you need for especially small model rockets. But
Okay.
now I got like a contact called SARA UAE, which is Space and Rocketry Academy, which who have like supported us, and we are going to be launching our model rocket in nearly our first C65 engine. We have like chosen the C65 engine and
Mhm.
completely like build the model rocket. We have a team of like it's a really small organization of 4 members only.
Whoa. So, what are the objectives that you are trying to achieve with that launch?
Like it's just this is our first mission, so like basically we just wanted to like showcase our for like about taking a first example like a normal camera in on our rocket as a payload, and
Mhm.
to be like clicking a picture from the around. Basically, we have simulated around 350 meters, like nearly 350 meters, and we'll be like clicking a photo from 350 meters as the main animation.
That's really great. That's really great. So, Keshav, what I can
We
suggest
have
you,
been
like,
working on
do you want my
future.
suggestions? Because I guess you are the master here. Because I have not launched a single rocket.
Yes, thank you.
So, I like my personal suggestions will be whenever you are launching a rocket, whenever, fine, from now on, maintain a register, like what you're trying to achieve, what did you achieve, and what do you want to achieve, fine, in the future launch. So
Okay,
that
sir.
when you have this list, right, like the list of what achievements do you want, then it becomes crystal clear that what kind of rocket I'm going to make,